Okay, let's talk about the Neff reaction. To begin with, let me give you a brief overview what this reaction is all about. Starting from a nitro compound, what we get is a carbonyl compound, and this is the reason why it is also known as the Neff carbonyl synthesis. And now it's time to go into the details of this reaction. On your screen here, you can see the three different nitro compounds, and it won't be difficult for you people to identify the difference in between these three nitro compounds. The first one here, of course, because the carbon atom here is attached to two hydrogen atoms and only one R group, so this is what it is, a primary type of nitro compound. On the other hand, if you look here, the second compound here, this carbon atom is attached to only one hydrogen atom and these two R groups. So this is definitely a secondary type of nitro compound. On the other hand, this third one here, because it is having only three R groups here and no hydrogen atom, so it is a tertiary type of nitro compound. Now, if in these nitro compounds we add a strong base such as NaOH, let us see what is going to happen. Now, what happens is this nitrogen atom here in this nitro compound, this carbon atom is present at alpha position here. And this proton here and this proton here, these are weakly acidic. The reason being, after the removal of this proton from here, whatever negative charge will appear on this carbon atom, let me show you here. Let us say this is the R here, C, nitrogen. Whatever negative charge will come here after the abstraction of proton, that will be stabilized by the electron withdrawing inductive effect of this nitrogen atom. So what will happen is this negative charge will be going to disperse from here, and because a charge in chemistry means instability, so the dispersal of this negative charge will help in the stabilization of this carbon ion. So it is because of this nitrogen atom here, the negative charge is stabilized once again because of the electron withdrawing inductive effect. There is also present a second reason that why this negative charge is stable here on this carbon atom. There is also present like this a resonance effect because of the presence of a double bond oxygen here. And because of this reason also the negative charge is stabilized here and it will be going to disperse by the presence of this nitro group adjacent to this carbon atom. So finally we can say that whatever protons are present here on the alpha position, to the nitro group, they are actually acidic in nature, although weakly. So after the addition of a base here, that is NaOH, what will happen is we know it will be dissociated in this form. It will give sodium ions as well as the hydroxide ions. So now what will happen is upon the addition of this strong base in a primary type of nitro compound, this proton will be abstracted from here, resulting in the formation of what are C, H here as it is, single bond N, double bond oxygen, nitrogen having a positive charge here. So because this proton will be going to this hydroxide ion, what will happen? A byproduct is formed here, and that will be what? That will be the combination of H positive and OH negative ions, and we used to call it as a molecule of water. So now we can show here a negative sign. After that, this negative charge here is present in resonance like this. such that we can show here the second resonating structure, and that will be something like this. A single bond now will become a double bond here. Nitrogen, single bond, oxygen, negative. And this is the second oxygen atom having the negative charge. And we used to show here a positive charge because this nitrogen atom is forming 4 bonds here. So this is what, this is actually the sodium salt of, let me write here the sodium salt. This is actually the sodium salt of the ACI nitro form. The ACI nitro form. And from where we get the sodium salt of ACI nitro form? Of course, from this primary type of nitro compound. So in the same way, if we are adding NaOH, once again our strong base, to the secondary type of nitro compound, because it also contains one weakly acidic proton, I mean this one here, the same thing is going to happen, and I can show it like this. This carbon atom here is having 2 R groups, a single bond nitro group here having negative charge, positive sign here. And after the abstraction of this proton from here, which will be abstracted by the OH negative of our strong base, what will happen? A negative charge will appear on this carbon atom. And once again, we can show the resonance here like this. In the same way we have shown it here. So what it will be like? It will be like R carbon, the second R group here. The single bond has now become a double bond. Nitrogen atom, single bond oxygen, negative. The second oxygen, negative sign here. And let us not forget to put a positive sign here on the nitrogen atom. So this is what, once again, this is also the sodium salt. Let me write here the sodium salt of the ACI nitro form. But this time, do remember, whatever sodium salt of ACI nitro form we have got, this is not from some primary nitro compound. It is actually from this secondary type of nitro compound. And now it is time to see what will happen if we are adding the same base, that is NaOH, to our tertiary type of nitro compound. So now you can see here our tertiary nitro compound is not containing any hydrogen atom on the alpha position. Once again, this is the alpha position here. I mean to say alpha to the nitro group. And as it is not containing any hydrogen atom, so there is no chance that this strong base here can abstract a proton from this position here of the tertiary nitro compound. So we can say here that by the addition of a base, no reaction will be observed, and thus the ACI nitro form will not be possible here starting from a tertiary type of nitro compound. So this means if we are starting from some primary nitro or a secondary type of nitro compound, we will definitely be getting the sodium salt of the ACI nitro forms. But this reaction won't be possible if we are starting from a tertiary type of nitro compound. The reason being because on the alpha position 3 R groups are present, the first one, the second one, and the third one. So there is no place for the hydrogen atom that can be abstracted in the form of a proton with the help of this base. And thus ACI nitro form is not possible starting from a tertiary type of nitro compound. So this whole screen is basically to show you people that how we can generate the sodium salt of the ACI nitro form from some primary type of nitro compound, and similarly from a secondary type of nitro compound. And let us move further. On your screen here now you can see this is the sodium salt of the SI nitro form from the primary nitro compound, and this one here is from the secondary type of nitro compound, the same species which we have just encountered on our previous slide. So now whatever NEF reaction is, it actually starts from this thing here and this thing here. Whatever we have discussed till now was only to show you people that how we can generate the sodium salts of the SI nitro forms. And this thing here and this thing here is the actual reactant molecules for the NEF reaction from where we can have our carbonyl compounds. So let us see how this will be possible. So if in this sodium salt of the SI nitro form we are adding 50% sulfuric acid, let us see what will happen. Now being an acid here, what it can do is it can give protons to this reactant molecule, and as oxygen here as well as here is having negative charge, so what will happen is I can write here R single bond C, the hydrogen atom, double bond nitrogen, single bond here, positive charge. This oxygen negative here will be taking that H positive ion from the sulfuric acid such that it will now become OH here. In the same way, this will also become OH here on this side. Now after that, 50% of sulfuric acid means that the rest 50% solvent is what? Of course, it is the water. So now what will happen is this molecule of water here, because the oxygen atom is having lone pair of electrons, it will be acting as a nucleophile in this reaction. So after the addition of 50% sulfuric acid, from the SI nitro form, we will be getting this thing first. And after that, the 50% water here will be acting as our nucleophile. So what it can do is this oxygen atom will act as a nucleophile and it can attack here on this carbon atom such that these pi electrons will be shifted to this nitrogen atom here. So let me write down what will happen. The same R group, carbon atom, the hydrogen atom here, this will now become a single bond, nitrogen, OH here, and the second OH here on this side. And what we will get here is the oxygen atom, hydrogen here, and of course a positive sign here because oxygen is a divalent atom and it cannot, when it forms 3 bonds, we need to put a positive formal charge here. So after that, what will happen as soon as this is formed, a proton transfer will take place. Let me write here a proton transfer. So what will happen is when this proton will go from here, when a proton will go from here, it will be taken up by the adjacent nitrogen atom. So what will happen is it will now become, this will now become oxygen and hydrogen here, and this will remain a single bond. And when this nitrogen atom will take that proton from this oxygen atom, it will now appear on the nitrogen atom in this way, and of course a positive sign here on this side. An important point to remember here is whatever moiety we have got here, it has now become a very good leaving group, because you can see here the nitrogen atom is having a positive charge. Being an electronegative element, it is not happy to have a positive charge. So what it can do is, what best it can do is to get rid of this positive charge, it can take these electrons towards itself. And it is only possible if these electrons are shifted here on this side. So that I can draw an arrow here and I can write here R single bond C, when these electrons are shifted here, this will obviously will become a double bond oxygen, and this same hydrogen atom will be lying like this. And when these two electrons are shifted towards the nitrogen atom, obviously the positive charge will disappear from this nitrogen, and it will become what? It will become an OH, OH, and that single hydrogen atom. So in this way, starting from the sodium salt of the acyl nitro form, which is obviously from the primary nitro compound, what we will get is we will get an aldehyde molecule. And do remember, aldehyde is what? It is also a type of a carbonyl compound. So this means from a primary nitro compound we can get a carbonyl compound, but specifically talking, it will be this aldehyde. Now in the same way, if we look here on the acyl nitro form, for the secondary type of nitro compound, let us see what type of carbonyl compound we will get here. So going in the same way, first of all, we will be adding 50% sulfuric acid here. And of course, if 50% is sulfuric acid, the rest 50% will be water. So what will happen is, first of all, this carbon atom here is having two R groups and a double bond here, nitrogen with a positive sign, oxygen negative, oxygen negative. Once again, this sulfuric acid will be giving H positive ions that will be taken up by these two oxygen negative ions, such that it will become OH here and OH here on this side. Once again, dear students, the water molecule, which is from this 50% water, will be acting as the nucleophile here in this reaction, and it will attack on this carbon atom, and these electrons will be shifted to this nitrogen atom, resulting in the formation of what? R single bond carbon R here. This will now become a single bond nitrogen, the two OH group here as it is. And what will come here is the molecule of water. Once again, oxygen having 3 bonds, I need to show here a positive sign. And after that, what will happen is the same proton transfer. Let me write here the proton transfer, such that, okay, it will be like this, I'm sorry, such that it will now result in the formation of what? It will now become N here, the same OH here as well as here. And when this proton transfer will take place from here, it will be taken up by this nitrogen atom, such that this will now become OH here, and one H positive will be taken up by this nitrogen, and a positive charge will appear here like this. So once again, the beauty of this thing is that it can act as a very good leaving group, and it will take these two electrons towards itself, and that is only possible if these electrons are moving in between the carbon and the oxygen bond. So that I can finally write here R, C, this will become a double bond oxygen. This is the second R group here, plus what else we will get here is a nitrogen having 2 hydroxyls and 1 H. And see, what we have got here is a carbonyl compound, but this time definitely it is not an aldehyde, it is what? A molecule of ketone here. So this is all about the NEF reaction. Starting from the acyl nitro form means this thing. Here what we get is an aldehyde molecule, and starting from the acyl nitro form of the secondary nitro compound, what we get is once again a carbonyl compound, but this time a ketone molecule. So now let us go back to our first slide, and let me write here, from a nitro compound means from the sodium, let me write here, from the sodium salt of acyl nitro form. and adding 50% sulfuric acid, what we get is a carbonyl compound. It may be either an aldehyde if we are starting from a primary nitro compound, and it will be a ketone if we are starting from a secondary type of nitro compound. And by the way, how we can get this sodium salt of Si nitro form? It can be easily generated by the addition of a strong base such as sodium hydroxide starting from the actual nitro compound. But do remember, this nitro compound will be either primary or a secondary one. So this is all about the NEF reaction. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Keep watching my videos and please do subscribe. Thank you so much.